Welcome back to Bruins Game Reactions. Boston Bruins win 4-3 in overtime against the Philadelphia Flyers in a game in which they were down 3-1 at the end of 40 and come back for 3 goals in, I guess, just under 24 minutes, I think. Something like that. And, yeah, this wasn't a bad game. It wasn't great. I will be honest with that. Lineups for tonight's game are right here. Yeah. I'm not going to complain. There were bad calls both ways. That's hockey. That's hockey in 2024, unfortunately. Yeah. I don't think there's much to say that I didn't already say in the 3 period reviews. Obviously, Boston now has a 5-game road trip coming up. 10 points up for grabs. Winnipeg's scuffling right now. Maybe you can get 6 of 10. Ideally. But yeah. I'm out of things to say, so head into the first period review. First period comes to a close. Boston is down 2-0 in what wasn't a really all that bad period for being down 2-0. This game could easily be 2-2, if not 3-2 for Boston. The power play. So Boston had 2 power plays in the first period. Hit a post on one of them and had multiple chances across both. Just, once again, can't quite bury one. Philly capitalized on the 1 power play that they had pretty quickly. Mark Haslick was the penalty taker in that one. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to complain about this period. I could very easily complain about this game. I'm not going to complain about the first period, though. I mean, it's obviously not the best period for being at home. I want to see what they look like coming out of the second. But as of right now, this game's not going well. I'm not going to put either of those on Swayman. The first Michkov one, I mean, on both of them, not even just the first one, he just snuck right in behind the play, and the puck found its way to his stick, then found the netting. This kid looks good. He looks really good. Yeah, Marchand had a chance on the power play in this one. Yeah, I guess let's just see what they can do in the second. Second period comes to a close. Boston down 3-1, and they had it close for the first 10 minutes. They were able to close the gap down to 2-1. And then that 10 to 15 minute range, the Flyers kind of took over. Yeah, I mean, the first 10 minutes of that period were pretty solid. It was that back 10 where they kind of fell off, which is unfortunate. Definitely need to battle back in the third. This Kolosov guy, he looks incredible. Obviously not the first time he's seen Boston this year. But man, he's looking strong. As for the other end of the ice, that 3-1 goal, that's not Swayman's fault, man. Brandon Carlo gives, I want to say it was Sean Couturier, a shot in the back, and he latches his stick into Swayman's forearm, and effectively preventing Swayman from making a glove save that he needed to, while a shot comes in from the point, and Boston was looking at challenging it, but elected not to, just because obviously it was Brandon Carlo who started the whole play, so it would have been a good goal anyways. Matvey Michkov took a shot from behind from Charlie McAvoy. It was a cross-check. It was also a dive. Philly ended up coming out on top on that with a power play. Charlie McAvoy got 2 for roughing. And hello, Jasper. And, yeah. Obviously not great there. That Trent Frederick goal did come on the power play. Albeit with 1 second left, but a power play goal is a power play goal. So we're not going to ask how at this point, or when. And, yeah, I mean, just hoping they can lock in. You've got 3 wins in a row right now. And, yeah, this would be a bad game to lose when you got 5 games on the road coming up over the next 10 days. That's going to do it for the for the second period, sorry. Coming up is the third. Heading into the third period, Boston is down 3-2 at this point, and boy, it was a rough start to the third period, to be honest. They iced the puck 3 times in the first 3 minutes, but once they got through the first 5 minutes of that third period, they started to come alive again. And it all starts with his second goal of the game from Trent Frederick. Just a beautiful goal. Coyle comes down the wing, Frederick drives the net. Sorry, Coyle passes the puck to Frederick, bounces up over a Flyers stick, and Frederick tucks it 5-hole. And with that, Boston now makes it 3-2. And in the dying minutes of the frame, probably about 7 minutes left, Justin Brazeau clears the puck out of the Bruins zone, and Brad Marchand comes streaking across the ice, and again taps it 5-hole on Kolosev. And that makes it 3-3 Boston, or 3-3. And after that, the Flyers got, I think, 2 or 3 bad penalties that really they should not have taken. One of them was a bit soft. There was a trip on Mason Lowry. It was more of a slash than it was a trip. Lowry kind of went down on his own, though. It's a coin flip on if you want to call that. And then, yeah, that does it for the third period. We head into overtime. And, yeah, normal NHL overtime. It's just rush back and forth, up and down the ice. Whoever gets tired first loses. And, yeah, the Flyers had a breakaway. Swayman stonewalls them. I completely forgot to mention that. Swayman stood on his head in the third period. Just almost made it look easy out there. Making stop after stop whenever he needed to. Keeping the Bruins in it. And, yeah, does the same on the breakaway. And Pastrnak scoops the puck up. Takes it himself all the way down the ice. Wraps it around the net. Feeds Pavel Zacha out front. And almost an identical scenario to the Detroit game, Zacha rips it home. And Boston comes out on top, 4-3, overtime win. Charlie McAvoy had a few penalties in this one. Not not the most ideal scenario to have one of your best defensemen take a bunch of penalties in this game. But I don't know. A couple of them were soft calls, like the Matvei Michkov one. Just went down just a little too easy, and I wonder if the refs, unfortunately, made a couple make-up calls in the third period to make up for that. But that doesn't matter because 2 points is 2 points. And if Toronto loses tonight, I believe that puts Boston, right now they should be second in the division. Here are the standings. Second in the division, 1 point back of Toronto. Albeit, I think Toronto has 2 games in hand. So 1 to 3 games in hand. Yeah. Boston now heads out on the road for 5 games in 10 days. Which, obviously, that works out to about 1 every other day. That's about what they normally play. But they're all on the road. They face Winnipeg. They do their West Coast road trip. Winnipeg, Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver. And then I want to say they also have LA in there. I think they have LA in there. Yeah. That's gonna do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like. Click subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll be back Tuesday with another game reaction video.